Welcome in, everyone. Hello, I am Chef Jay Tay. Happy to see all of you. Welcome back. Hello, hello. Welcome in, Soph. Enjoy your lurk. And your elementary thingy. Which I can totally understand, because elementary parents, you have your kid do the first thing, the first 5 minutes, you're going to leave. You're not going to. Unless you have to stay. They're still going to try and leave. Welcome in, Blake. Happy to see you back. Hello there, Mimic. What is new? What is happening? What is exciting? What is intriguing? What have you been pondering? Oh. Hello there, coffee. It's a little bit extra coffee there. That was close enough. I might try and save this other half. Gotta have the coffee. I needed the coffee more when I started streaming than I do now. But yeah. Funnier yet, the cutting glass streams are more likely to be like morning, midday streams, and I'm not making coffee during those. Might have coffee during them. But yes, tonight we're doing cauliflower nachos. I'm not 100% on how this is going to work out. My initial plan here is we're going to make thin slices, not super thin, but thin slices of cauliflower. And somewhere in 3/16-ish inch. Sorry for you metric people. And I'm going to roast those off. Once those are cooked through, I'm going to roast them sort of low and slow as far as roasting goes. Once those are done, I'm going to pull them out. We're then going to add cheese into the party. A whole bunch of grated parm and a little bit of freshly grated Gruyere with those. We'll throw them back in the oven, blast them, and turn them into cheese crisps with the cauliflower. And then we'll mix it with all the toppings. And hopefully they'll be strong enough to suffer the whole ordeal. If not, I think I can suffer through eating it with a fork. But I've got salsa, I've got guac, I'm gonna make pickled onions. I've got chicken thighs. I'm gonna cook 2 chicken thighs up, spice them all up, and throw some salsa and other things in with them to braise. It's just gonna be yummy. I keep forgetting to do that on stream. Hi, JK. Sugar. I need sugar because I'm sweet. But I'm not sweet enough. Thank you all for joining me. Cheers. So I think we're going to start with the chicken because we can just let the chicken braise. It doesn't really matter when we start it. And it's going to, at least to a certain degree, just improve with added cook time. Don't need a ton of chicken for this project tonight. So I'm only using 2 thighs instead of a whole package. Alright, seasoning for our chicken tonight. Seasoning. Not see you soon, silly captions. Seasoning. Arrgh. Just a little smoked paprika. Oh, come on. No, it's going to come out too fast. Cayenne. Let's do that on one side. Cumin. Coriander. Salt. Or garlic, sorry. Salt. Don't need MSG on this. Pepper. Round 2. Hey, muskeg. More garlic. Coriander. Cumin. Pepper. I refilled my pepper mill. Salt. Cooking oil. I feel like this song could be the intro song to a 70s game show. I'm going to start by searing the chicken. I've got an open bag of chicken stock in the fridge. We'll throw some chicken stock in there, and we'll throw some salsa in there, and just let that all braise together after we get that initial sear. Want to flip them, want to shake the pan. Not doing either, really. got ourselves some tomatillo, roasted tomatillo salsa. We're gonna throw some of that in there. Not a ton, just a little bit, just to add a little flavor. You know, the spice there wasn't enough flavor already. We needed more. Hi, Alex. Welcome, welcome. So far, we've got chicken abrasion. Interesting looking onion. I think this is an ingrown onion. Or it was trying to grow another onion inside of the onion. Not quite sure what's going on there, but we're gonna pickle it anyways. The other red meat. Yum, 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 yum. I asked Chad if I should do beef or chicken for tonight. Only one person voted, and so we're doing chicken. We're going to an ad to top the hour. Well, I'm just going to be chopping onions. Or did it warn me way ahead of time again? It warned me way ahead of time again. Oh no, okay, I guess it went off. Okay. It was warning me more than 5 minutes ahead of ads. And this time it gave me what I wanted 30 seconds ahead of time. You know, they're coming. Yeah, it's really weird how this onion was growing. Like, this is not looking like it's actually, like... It's looking more like it's a genetic deformity or something. Or like I said earlier, it's trying to grow a new onion through the center of the first one. It's got a bunch of these layers in it that are formed like they're the plant's thinking they're going to be outside layers, and they're in the middle of... Move you on the back burner for a moment here. I saved some pickling liquid the other day, didn't I? I do silly things like that from time to time, don't I? Yeah, there we go. Olive pickling liquid, or olive brine. Save myself some work. Already flavored. A little white vinegar. Hi, Quinn. Welcome, welcome. Add a cup of water to that. Touch of apple cider vinegar. That shouldn't take too long to heat up. Salt. MSG. Garlic. That's looking like a half decent sauce right there. Just dip the chicken in that. Oh, that's why I was coming over here. A little sugar in there with our salt as well. A little 50-50 on the salt and sugar. I am doing a little procrastinating on getting the oven heated up tonight, even though I'm still sitting here dripping sweat. It's supposed to be cooler going into the rest of the next week. It's supposed to. Boil. I command you to bubble. Good cup of joe tonight. Almost done with it. What's happening in the world? I haven't been paying attention to news or anything today. Yeah, that ain't news. That's not news I want to talk about. Hopefully everyone in Chicago's staying dry and safe. Although I think that was last night. Yeah, that was last night. Okay. We have heated our pickling liquid. Now we're going to submerge our onions. I'm gonna let them hang out. I think we're down to cauliflower slicing. Thank you for the resub. Appreciate that, Muskeg. Why, hello there. Elena the Explorer. What were we exploring? Thank you for joining us tonight. How we doing? I'm slicing up some cauliflower. I'm making cauliflower chips, so to say. Hopefully you are all well. I guess I should turn the oven on here too. These are rejects. These are the nice cut pieces of cauliflower we're going to be baking. We can get this out of the way from doing pickling business. For those just joining in, this beautiful bowl up here of red onions is cooling down because it's also got some boiling hot pickling liquid in it. So we're doing some fresh pickled red onions. The idea is I'm going to be making, well, I'll go over the whole dinner here. We're doing nachos, but I'm making my nachos out of cauliflower tonight. So the cauliflower is going to be roasted twice. First, it's going to be roasted like this in thin slices. And then I'm going to combine it with some cheese and give it a second roast. And hopefully crisp it up a little bit at that point. And then we're going to top it with a number of semi-traditional toppings. We've got some chicken started up here that I'm going to break up and turn into braised chicken to put over the top that's got all sorts of season on it. I've got salsa and guac. I showed you the pickled onions already. We're going to do a cheese sauce. Got green onions in the house too. It's going to be an impressive plate. That's what I'm going to leave it at. This is all good cauliflower. I'm saving all this cauliflower. I'm just not going to use it for tonight's dinner. And turn it into cauliflower rice or something. Yeah, I messed that one up. That one just doesn't... This doesn't want to slice. How dare you? Vegetable design basically not to slice. How dare you not slice? Hi, Nan Reader. Thank you, Elena. Thank you for the raid. What were you up to tonight? Did I say hello, Nan Reader? Hi, Nan Reader. Yeah, we got a couple of... I got even smaller one. There's even smaller ones. I don't have like a single egg. Like, this is a pretty decent 2-egg pan. We can save that. Tostones! I hope it was delicious and all came out wonderful. Tostones always sounds like it should be like a part of a band name. You know, like Huevos and the Tostones. Yeah, Wolven, welcome in. The last 5 times or so I've reached my hand in there, I'm like, I think we got it, but I'll look for one more big one, find another huge one. Like I said, we're going to save all this. It's just not for tonight. Okay, so now we get these on a pan, get the oven heating up for them. So oven's preheating. Chicken is chilling. Actually, let's put a small flame underneath that chicken. Smell the gas from here and it's not lighting. Oh, hey. Helps light the right one. So now we got that going. We got that. I guess we're down to cheese. I guess we got to deal with cheese now. The first of our cheese tasks will be grating a bit of slightly moldy Gruyere. I'm grating all of this because it's basically done for. It's already starting to get a little mold, so we're just going to do it all up. Add a touch of water to the braising liquid with the chicken. That was a cup of water, but It's just gonna sit up there and bubble. See, it's already bubbling. I'm going to do fine salt over these pieces of cauliflower we got here. I'm going to do it on the stove, though. We're going to refill the olive oil squirt bottle. I just realized pouring that olive oil that if there's someone out there that doesn't understand the mentality behind hammering in liquids, if anyone's ever heard of the like motorless pump that uses just the hammering of water effect to continue to pump water, the bubbles in this very much reflected that. Like pouring it in there, it was forcing the bubbles down and then repeatedly hammering the bubbles down. I don't know, that was probably clear as mud. But I tried to be informative about something. We'll give these a quick spritz with it. Oil. I tried. I strive to be informational and educational tonight, chat. So we're waiting for that to continue preheating. We got our cheese grated for putting on them after they're done. Wanting to wait on cheese sauce until we at least get those in the oven. I don't know why I opened that. I'm in the middle of a stream. I'm not going to read this. Okay. Let's see. Oven's up to temp. Let's throw our cauliflower in to start. And get those 20 minutes like that. And that means we can start in on cheese sauce. Now, let's use you. I choose you. Bit of oil. Bit of butter. Hi, El Capitano. Welcome, welcome. Oh, hey, I forgot the black beans. And the cumin-ancho cheese sauce. Well, I wasn't really planning that, but we could do that. We got the pickled onions, we got the pickled jalapeno, we got the guac. Not using the sharp cheddar. Starting to roux here if you haven't watched my streams. I make roux like practically every night. I'm here. Hopefully you're well, Capitano. I'm actually doing pretty good today. Not too shabby. Ooh, short week. Yay for short week. Oh hey, now I've got my shirt completely covered in flour. But let's make sure that's on there nice and good. Nice even coat. Let's use some chicken stock. Gotta have a little dairy in there. So what's your plans for your short week? Are you just vegging out? Are you just gonna sit in your bed and rot? As the Zoomers call it. Wait, you're gonna touch grass? That's like in public. There's other people there. I don't know if I can. Yeah. Well, however you spend those days off, I hope you enjoy them and rest up and are ready for the next week of work. Alright, we'll do some salt in here. Since I keep my chicken stock relatively low sodium, do pepper. MSG. Use nutritional yeast. Bit of the yellow mustard. Check out how we're doing over here in chat. You're scared but need to face your fears, especially since World Cup time and you're a host. Oh. Don't let any of that foreigner juice rub off on you. I have no idea where you live. I don't know. I never really saw foreigners as a problem. So, but there seems to be a lot of politics around them recently. So I'm trying to tread lightly while making a joke. My earbud is just not cooperating tonight. Flip the chicken so it gets a little time on the other side. I need some water. How we doing time-wise? That doesn't work out too bad. Out of curiosity, chat, what percentage of you actually use this for a spoon? Like, if you're going to use a spoon, do you just not take the top off? Like, it's what I do. Like, why do I want to confine myself to... spill stuff all over the place? Craft, I'm advocating you can make your tops cheaper. Hey, John Randa. I tried to make it evenly floury and it didn't really work. Alternative way of making it cheaper, you just make a flat right here. Because I agree, you can use it to level a spoon or a scoop. Why someone would want to bother to level a scoop of Parmesan? But I'll agree, it works for that. so much of it is that these days. Like, I largely view that as ruining a lot of new game development. Like, you take Tribes. Like, big fan of Tribes. Been playing Tribes all my life. Current owners of the IP of that have now done 2 or 3 rug pulls on it. And they've also actively fought people using terms like spin fuser or, you know, and why? So you can get some money off of it? Like, you're not actually, like, rent it out, make even more. It just doesn't make any sense to me. And you get people out there, like, patenting CTF. It's just, why? Yeah. Maybe the 40th time to make peace in the Middle East will work. Alright, we'll pull those off to the side. We're going to use fresh pan that's room temperature for this. And actually, I don't think I'm even going to do that. I think I'm going to just give this a good heavy shake to start. Are you sure that's not the onion? The Ryan? The Ryan? Welcome, man. I'm cheesing up my cauliflower chips. And back to separating them out a little bit. I just wanted to shake them and try and get them all a little bit covered in the little Parmesan. Now we'll go over with the Gruyere. Because that isn't enough cheese. Let's see if we can. Wow, that's really just dumping it on them, isn't it? We're going to an ad. I'm just going to keep adding Parmesan. This is not the greatest Parmesan for doing chips, by the way. I'll just caution everyone and put that out there that I know that to begin with. I'm hoping that the Gruyere is going to help counteract some of the anti-caking agents of the shaky cheese. Okay, done with that. Those are now thoroughly coated in cheese. And I have avoided, or rather neglected, my cheese sauce while those have been cooking. We need some more water in here. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead. Well, we're gonna wait for the ads to come back. Ad viewers to come back. This is 45 seconds. Once we get those 45 seconds through, we're throwing the cauliflower back into the oven. See how that looks here in a little bit. And we're gonna take a short break. I was hoping to do this break during that break. Okay, now we have everyone back, hopefully. I know the ads playing thing is still there, but we're over 3 minutes. We're gonna go ahead and throw this in the oven. Take a look at that in 15 minutes. And I, myself, am going to take 5 minutes. And chill out a little bit. The house is quite warm. My back be aching me. I'm going to come back. We're going to break up the chicken. We're going to add cheese to the cheese sauce. And we're going to put everything together. So, see you back here in about 5.
What? Keeping the coffee in the icebox?
Yes, Mr. Jones, it's a new kind of coffee, roasted by a new secret process. Hence, this new none-such coffee has a different flavor, a flavor preserved by vacuum packing, the flavor retained by refrigeration after the jar has been opened. Just taste it. You can't miss that delicate aroma, that clean, mellow taste. Yes, in cooking, the way to a man's heart is most of all through the coffee pot. In every jar, you'll find 3 special pointers, valuable in all methods of making coffee. Try new none-such coffee now. Use half the jar. If not 100% satisfied, get all your money back from your grocer without argument. Special for Movie Week, only 28 cents a pound, plus 3 cents refundable deposit on the jar.
No, Jane and Ann aren't the Crest testers here. Their daddy is. You see, Crest also showed it worked for older people like the Allbrands before it became recognized effective against cavities. Jim, when were you in this toothpaste test?
Back in college.
Let's show the story filmed at a recent reunion. Well, Jim, how did you become part of this toothpaste test?
The dentists at Indiana University asked us to.
Did many others join you in the test?
Quite a few. 246, as a matter of fact.
Did every one of you use Crest in this test?
We use Crest. Their side, regular toothpaste.
Do anything special?
No, everyone brushed as usual for 2 years.
But your group had?
34% fewer cavities with Crest.
You know what's happened since these tests, Mrs. Allbrand?
Well, a lot of us use Crest.
And Crest has become the only toothpaste recognized effective against cavities by the American Dental Association. Their Council on Dental Therapeutics reports Crest has been shown to be an effective decay-preventive dentifrice that can be of significant value when used in a conscientiously applied program of oral hygiene and regular professional care. What's your program, Mrs. Allbrand?
Wash between meal treats, brush often, and have regular checkups.
And use Crest, of course. Crest with Fluorostan, the only toothpaste recognized effective against cavities.
Now, a new creation from Seal Test. Cottage cheese in ready-to-serve portions. Handy envelopes bring you brand new convenience and ease. Zip, it's open, quick and neat. Just the amount you need, the easy way to serve cottage cheese. The rest stays moist and creamy, ready for next time.
Are they handy? Cottage cheese in ready-to-serve portions.
So easy to use, quick, and no bother at all.
The rest stays really fresh, moist, and creamy.
Yes, serving cottage cheese was never as easy as this. Seal Test's new square package with handy, ready-to-serve portions. Zip, it's open, simple as can be. The rest stays moist and creamy fresh. You'll love Seal Test cottage cheese in new, ready-to-serve portions. Get some soon.
Now, class, Mr. Tiger will show us how Kellogg's Sugar Frosted Flakes cereal starts out.
Just a flake field?
It's a cornfield. Kellogg's toasts corn into golden flakes and adds a secret frosting. Helps keep them extra crunchy and delicious. It's part of your good breakfast and tastes.
I know, great! Sit down to breakfast with Tony, and you'll discover why it's great.
Mr. Tiger, you're wonderful.
Oh, shucks.
Something different for a change? Then try the perfect refreshment. Chili Dilly, a delicious pickle treat that's spiced just right for every bite. Economical, too. There's no waste. You eat every bit of the juicy goodness of Chili Dilly. How about trying one right now? Chili Dilly, on sale at our concession stand. You'll love 'em.
And now, before the next show starts, let's enjoy an intermission. You'll find our snack bar chock full of good things to eat and drink. Tasty, tempting hot dogs, thirst-quenching soft drinks, fresh, crunchy popcorn, a complete assortment of delicious candy, and a full line of cigarettes. You've plenty of time, so visit the snack bar now. A tasty treat will double your enjoyment of the show. For your convenience, we shall keep you informed of the remaining intermission time, 3 minutes before the next show starts.
Not really 3 minutes until the next show starts. Why is that doing that? Why is it playing that sound effect when I switch to that scene? I do not know. Okay. Chicken time. We need to chop up this chicken. Shouldn't take much. It's been in here braising for a bit, so it should be almost like just mash it and go with it. But let's do a proper chopping. One-handed chopping. So we got itsy bitsy pieces of chicken now. That's gonna go back in liquid back here. And turn the heat off on that. Give you another spin up. Make sure you're loosened up from the bottom. I think I do want to add some more water to that. This hasn't thickened very nicely for me tonight. Like, it's thickened, but that roux didn't fully do its thing. We add cheese. And more cheese. Cut the heat on that now too. Got about another 2.5 minutes until our timer on the chips is up. I'm tempted. I'm gonna take a look. Ooh. I don't think I can quite take those out yet. They're looking nice, though. Looking nice. We're hoping that our green onion wakes up a little bit and enlivens up a little bit while we're waiting. What else we got out there in the world? Nothing even in, like, food news. Yeah, not much there at all. Like, there's the usual, you know, X rating service says these are the top 10 places you gotta go see. But not much else going on. Let's see how these chips turned out. I think they turned out looking pretty good. Give those a moment to cool and crisp. Let that cheese reharden for a moment. Make sure We're skinless over here in our cheese sauce. Excuse me. Move this pan off of the cutting board. Take some of our chicken. Cheese sauce. What did I do with you? There you are. You're hidden under the green onions. Get out here, tomatillo salsa. Salsa. Second layer. More chicken. This chicken is smelling amazing, by the way. Cheese sauce. Tomatillo salsa. cheese sauce for the final time. Not using all the cheese sauce tonight, apparently. But as it is, these are a pretty wet set of nachos. Do a little more green tomatillo, roasted tomatillo. So more brown than green, but salsa. And I'm debating if I even want to bother with the guac. I don't know that the guac looks good on that. Let our quick pickled onions. And we got nachos, chat. That's all the cauliflower that I made up, too. Like, used the entire pan in there. Good with that. Good with all of this. Mildly successful looking dinner there, huh? Those chips were holding up nicely by my hands, too. I mean, they're very obviously full of cauliflower, which is not going to be the sturdiest thing. But they were holding their own. Let's grab a photo and see how well they hold up with toppings. Like I said, they're holding up on their own pretty well. I set that one up in the center to be sort of clean and obvious that it wasn't coated with things. Let's see if I can't find one here. I can pull with some junk on it. Not hugely structurally, but I mean, it's not completely falling apart. Cheese is still giving a crunch, and wow, is that potent. That cheese, the crisp cheese is just cutting through everything there. Wow, that's interesting. I haven't had something like that where it's with that like very strong Parmesan flavor that you get from doing Parmesan crisps in a nacho situation. I'm going to see how that turns out after I'm through with this. This will probably eventually turn into a fork or a deal, but there's potential there for it being a strictly nacho option if you wanted to perfect the whole chip operation. But I do think that is where I am going to leave things this fine Friday evening. I shall be back here on Sunday, celebrating the great state of Idaho. I'm going to be making prime ribeye finger steaks with monkey fries and fry sauce. I mean, that whole dinner just sounds fun. Well, the monkey fries are made from potato. And the alternative to... There doesn't seem to be a whole lot of food culture in Idaho. Like, it's mostly, we have some fish, we have huckleberries, and we have potatoes. And so, like, they have their version of a potato, which I didn't really feel too keen on. It's a baked potato stuffed with teriyaki scraps. So I'm not the huge, like, I like soy in that, but I'm not a huge teriyaki fan. And so I didn't really mean to think I was going to go that route. The only other thing there is they actually have an ice cream dish modeled after a baked potato. It's apparently a thing there where you take a really solid frozen scoop vanilla ice cream and just roll it in cocoa, and it looks just like a russet potato. And so then you can slice it and put it with things that look like a baked potato. But no, I will be doing finger steaks, which are perhaps this is perhaps one of the least healthiest dinners I think I have ever done on stream in my life. We're going to be taking strips of ribeye steak, battering them and frying them, and then serving them with fry sauce, which, if you're unfamiliar with fry sauce, it's basically ketchup and mayo, maybe with some seasoning. And then we're going to do monkey fries. Monkey fries are a little bit like, they're like a cross between a fry and a potato chip. They're like a thick potato chip. So that is our fun for Sunday. Monday we have Can It Be Delicious? I've already got all the cans I need, I believe. I hope. I don't want to have to go shopping. And so I hope you come back to join me for both of those. I'm going to go enjoy these nachos before they completely fall apart. I wish you all a wonderful weekend. give a quick glance here. I don't think we're going to raid out tonight, but I'll give a quick glance if there's anyone that I've been looking for. Nope, we're going to call it right there. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. And I will see you. Bye-bye.